How I would learn to program if I could start over. This week I've watched many videos on the theme, how I would learn to program if I had to start over. And asking myself the same question, I'd probably change many things about how I started. I formally studied systems engineering for 5 years, and even before that, I had known about programming for about 3 years. In other words, I only knew some basic concepts of a programming language, had created some very simple programs, but I had already tried running programs through trial and error. I also tried studying at institutes, on online platforms, through books, and I wasted a lot of time trying to find the right way to start learning programming. Now, this video isn't intended to influence your decisions. These are just some things I would do, knowing what I've already been through. But I'll always tell you to carefully think about what you're going to do and make your own well-calculated decisions. Furthermore, what I'm going to share isn't excessively planned. Rather, I'll tell you everything as if I were explaining it to a friend. The first thing I would do is not go to university. I have nothing against university. In fact, for advanced careers, it's essential. But if I had to start again, the first thing I'd do is study on my own using books, videos, and courses. Nowadays, this is much easier than when I started. There are many resources, high-quality content, and a wide variety of methodologies that teach the same concepts in different ways. Later, once I earned some income while working, I could study a university degree, which I believe would be the best strategy. In the end, I'd be able to support my studies through my work. I say this because I currently don't use my systems engineering degree. I've never actually used it, and I think I could have saved a lot of time and money by using a better strategy, getting a job through self-taught study. Regarding resources, the best materials I've found for learning programming have been books, but not just any books. When I was studying, I came across 800-page books on C#, C++, Python, JavaScript, etc., which didn't actually help much because they were designed as supplements for formal university study. Today, you can access all the documentation online, but the books that truly helped me were from publishers specifically focused on development and programming, such as Packt, O'Reilly, or Appress. These books are much more practical. They teach you by having you build projects while learning the basics. Many people who work at companies like Facebook, Google, or Microsoft write books for these publishers. Although they might seem complex, they're actually like written tutorials. Using these books, you can learn practically everything: basic programming, front-end, back-end, algorithms, cryptography, security, networks, etc. I'd start by learning the basics of a programming language. In my case, I'd choose Python, paired with a database language like SQL. Then I'd create simple terminal and desktop applications. After that, I'd focus on the web, studying JavaScript, building web applications with Python, and then learning Node.js. From there, I'd move on to strongly typed languages like Java or modern syntax languages like Go. Finally, I'd focus on organising my time and putting into practice what I've learned. The only way to improve is by studying and practicing consistently. There are no shortcuts, no tricks. It's a process that can be boring and frustrating at first, but with dedication, it eventually becomes more natural. Personally, I dedicate 3 hours daily to studying a topic and 3 hours to practicing, always without distractions. At the same time, I'd build my portfolio and my CV to start applying for jobs. Initially, I'd work as an intern to gain experience, and from there I could apply for better opportunities. This approach is quite simple. I didn't go into too much detail because many things are obvious. If you've already gone through this process, share your experience in the comments to help others. That's all for today's video. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.